Hi, I'm Mike Prospero with Laptop Magazine, and today we're taking an early look at the Samsung Series 9. This is their second generation of their ultra portable. This notebook starts at $14.99, so it's a little bit more expensive than a regular Ultrabook, which is why Samsung doesn't consider it part of that whole grouping. However, it is smaller and lighter than almost every other Ultrabook on the market. It weighs 2.3 pounds, and if we open it up, you'll see that it's a 13-inch display, and it goes nearly edge to edge, so they're able to fit a 13-inch display inside a system that would normally be reserved for only a 12-inch screen. If we take a look, in fact, compared to the MacBook Air 13, the footprint for the Samsung Series 9 is a lot smaller. You can see it like that. Although they are about the same thickness. The Samsung is probably a little bit lighter and a little bit thinner, I should say. It also weighs 2.6 pounds, which is not as light as the Toshiba Z830, which is 2.4, but it's still pretty close. Unlike the first generation of the Series 9, which was made of duraluminum, this is made of just aluminum, which is fine. It still has a very nice sort of finish on the outside here that resists fingerprints fairly well. On this side here, there's a USB 3.0 port, a micro HDMI, as well as a Ethernet port you need an adapter for. On the other side is a USB 2.0 port, as well as another display link and a combo mic and headphone port. If you open it up, as you see, the display is a 13-inch display, but it has a resolution of 1600 by 900, which is nice and high. It's the same resolution as the Asus UX31, but this is also a very bright display too, which is another thing we like. Unfortunately, it's not turning on at the moment, but we can get through that. You can imagine it's very bright. In fact, it's one of the brighter displays we've seen. The keyboard here is also backlit, which is also nice, but it's not as bright as, say, on the MacBook Air. However, this is a pre-production unit, we should stress, so some of the things on here are not going to be final. The touchpad itself was fairly large, same size as on the first generation Series 9. There were a few issues with its control, but once again, the software drivers were not final on it. The keyboard was fairly nice to type on. We wish it had a little bit more travel, though, as on the MacBook Air. Inside the notebook is a Core i5 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and a 128 gigabyte hard drive, and SSD to be exact. It was fairly speedy, very good performance results. Samsung also wants to tell us that it is pre-production, so these results are not necessarily final. However, it does perform at a level at or above many of the other Ultrabooks on the market. Once again, it's going to cost $14.99 when it comes out, which should be in next month or so. The battery life on our pre-production model wasn't that great. It was only around 5 hours. However, this is a pre-production model, as we noted, and we're going to give a full production version, the full workup, when we get it later on this month. Overall, though, there's a lot of things to like. It's very stylish and very small and very light, like most Ultrabooks should, and it's got plenty of power, too. So we look forward to testing out the full version, the regular production version of the Samsung Series 9 when it comes out. In the meantime, this has been Mike Prospero for Laptop Magazine.